Hi there, thank you so much for joining me for today's beginner's ballet class. My name is Jasmine McDonald and I'm a certified personal trainer as well as a former professional ballerina. I'll be giving you a beginner's ballet class today. I highly suggest checking out my warm-up with me for ballet class video. If you are not warmed up already, go check that out and then come right back to this one. Let's get started. Now take your feet close together. We're just going to go over the positions first of all. Taking your feet close together. This is called sixth position, where your toes meet your toes and your heels are close together, your knees are facing forward. This is sixth position. Then we have first position, where our heels are touching and our toes are facing out. When we go to first position, we want to make sure that our knees are right over top of our toes and that our heels are too far forward while our toes are way behind. You can see this is an incorrect position. I'm rolling onto the inside of my foot, and you can see how strange my knees look. Starting in sixth position, you're just going to want to take your feet, lift your toes, and turn out to first. That is your true turnout, and your knees should be able to go right over your toes without tucking your pelvis under or sticking your bottom out. So let's just do that 4 times. Lifting up, and out, and up, and in, and up, and out, and up, and in, and up, and out, and up, and in. Last time, we'll stay here in our first. So again, my toes are facing out. It's not completely flat, but that's totally fine because it's totally better to have your knees facing over your toes rather than letting them fall inwards. So we have our first position. We also have second position, which is about 1.5 feet away from the other foot. Our weight is equally distributed on both feet, and it's right in the center between both heels. So this is our second position. We want to make sure the same thing in second. This is an incorrect position. My heels are way too far forward, my toes are way too far back, and my ankles are rolling so much. You can see how I have to stick out my bottom, and my knees have to sacrifice by going forward. You want to make sure that your toes are facing outwards, your hips are open, and your knees are facing outwards. So if you were to do plie, nothing has to go back or forward. All right, so we have first position, we have second position, and we also have third or fifth. Now you'll hear me say third or fifth. I will probably do fifth more often, but you are more than welcome to do third if that's more available to you today. The only difference is that fifth is a little bit more crossed. The heel is in front of the big toe. And in third, the heel is in the center of my foot. It is crossing with that elastic at my ballet shoe. So why don't we just get started with a little warm-up facing the bar in sixth position to start out. We're just going to warm up the tops of our ankles and the underneath of our toes. You'll take your arms in bras or preparatory and breathe out 5, 6, 7, and 8. We have a demi point and demi with a plie. Same thing, left foot and point and demi, plie. Right foot goes demi and point and demi and plie. Left foot goes demi and point and demi, plie. Walking through with the right, with the left, with the right, with the left, with the right, with the left, with the right, with the left. Let's take our arm above our head to bend, and the same to the other side, and open, turning out to first. Same thing in first position, demi point, 2 point underneath the toes, plie, plie, demi point, 2 point, demi point, knee facing out and out, right foot, 2 point, demi point, plie, back straight, demi point, 2 point, demi point, and plie. Here we'll take a tendu back and look over the opposite shoulder. Good. Just practicing that opposition. Left foot, tendu back, looking over the right shoulder. And hold. Close in first. And we'll take a rise at the end of the music, just to test our balance. And lower to finish. Let's try that with the music. let's move straight on to our pliés. And plié means to bend, which means our knees will be bending. And just as I showed you before, you want to make sure that your knees are right over your toes and they're not wandering in or wandering out. While we go down, we're thinking of going up with our spine and reaching our sternum to the top corner of the room. So rather than just letting it sink down like this or falling back like this, tucking your pelvis under, you want to make sure that your spine is neutral and your pelvis isn't tucking in or you're not sticking your tush out. So let's do our pliés. We have in first position starting right away, both hands off the bar. We have our preparation 5, 6, through first, à la seconde, 2 pliés, and stretch, just a port de bras to the side, nice port de bras, up, and up to 5th open. We have a grand plié, all the way down, keeping the spine tall, tendu to the side, lower down, same thing in second. From second to preparatory, and stretch, just a nice allongé, and stretch, nice port de bras, maybe testing your balance here, and open, grand plié, and 2, keeping the shoulder back, 3, and 4, tendu, either to 5th or 3rd, close, same thing, 2, pliés, and 2, nice port de bras, and open. Now here we're just going to take a rise, crossing that front foot in front of the back one, just to balance, 3, 4, getting taller, and finishing. And we always want to hold 3 or 4 counts at the end of an exercise because we want to imagine that the curtain's closing. And if we finish the exercise and we just immediately stand like this or just try to hang out, the audience is still there and the curtain isn't quite closed. So you want to hold 3 or 4 counts at the end of every exercise in the position which you just finished. So let's do our pliés, 1st, 2nd, and 5th or 3rd. right, let's move straight to our tendu. Really great work on both pliés on both sides. Now for our tendu, which means to stretch, we're going to start our first position, one hand on the bar, with our preparation 5, 6, 7, and 8. Tendu to the front, in first, to the front, call devant. 3 times, in first, with a plie, and a port de bras, scooping down, scooping up and out. Same to the side, right to the side. And 2, and 3. First, plie, plie. Same to the back with our chest. Up, arch and out. And 3, plie. And stretch from here. We'll just take a small coupe to wrap around our ankle and balance. And finish here. As we take that coupe, I'll show you from the side. From a first position, I wrap my whole foot around this portion of my ankle, right above my shoe, and right below where my tights end. So I'm going to point my foot, but rather than pointing it this way, I'm going to point it with my toes facing down, my heels facing up, so it makes that nice winged or wrapped position. So again, from first position, I wrap my foot around, I scoop through a demi-point to a point. Good. So again, we have 3 tendus to the front, 2, 3, plie, 3 to this side, 2, 3, plie, 3 to the back, and 2, 3, plie, scooping the foot to coupe, and finish. We'll do it once on each side. I'll stop in between so we can switch the bar to the other side and start the music over. Let's move to another tendu, crossing in 5th or 3rd today. So this is going to be really excellent for the inner thighs as well as the glutes. So we're going to cross more than first. You're going to feel it burn in your inner thighs a little bit. And as you cross, you want to keep your knees as straight as possible. So we're going to start right away in 5th or 3rd, your decision, with our right foot front, and go. Preparation 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Tendu to the front using the arm, and close, opening. Tendu to the side, and close, arm goes down. Arm goes front, and leg goes back. And 3, close on 4, nice passe. 6, and close, 7, 8. One more time. Again, it's tendu to the front with the arm above the head, close, opening the arm. Tendu to the side with the arm in al-second, closing back. Arm goes down through preparatory to arabesque, reaching nice and long. That back leg's reaching towards the corner. The arm's reaching towards the opposite corner. And close, 5th, high passe, keeping both hips square. And close. to finish twice through. Jeté, and jeté is very similar to our tendues, except that our toe comes off the floor slightly, which means we brush our foot even faster on the floor, which makes it then come up. So we're not just lifting the foot up with our whole leg and our whole body, we're actually using the foot on the floor to brush to come off the floor. Not as high as a grand battement, so it's not way up to your head, but it's just a little touch off the floor. You're just brushing so fast that it comes right up. So we're going to do a jeté in first position. I'll face you a little bit so you can see. Starting in first, we have our usual preparation: 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 jetés in first, and 2, and 3, and 4. Plié, plié, and stretch. Second side. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Plié, plié, and stretch again with the right. And 2, and 3, and 4. Plié, plié, and stretch. Left leg. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Plié, plié, and stretch. And finish for today. We'll do a little relevé drill at the end to strengthen our calves so that we can work forward to the next class, adding more jetés and adding more fifth positions and third positions. But let's get to it with our first position jeté. For the last one, we're simply just going to do 8 relevés on each foot. To practice, we're going to first do 8 relevés in sixth position, 8 relevés in first position. And if that's enough for you today, that is totally fine. It is totally up to you. After we do 6th position and 1st position, we're going to move on to 1 foot and do 4, and the 2nd foot and do 4. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this class. Let me know in the comments down below if you want more classes like this. I'm always happy to do more. Again, this was just a beginner's class. To start out, we'll add more maybe the next week or the week after. Again, thank you so much for watching, and go subscribe for more videos like this. Check out my other videos in the link down below. You can also sign up for actual one-on-one classes with me, and I'll put that in the link down below as well. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye now. Say.